Hello students, today we will discuss about the anatomy and physiology of gallbladder. Gallbladder is a pear-shaped hollow structure which is located just under the liver, and it is also present on the right side of the abdomen. Its primary function is to restore and concentrate the bile. The bile is a yellow-brown digestive pigment which is produced by the liver, and the gallbladder is a part of biliary tract. So the gallbladder is also known as cholecyst and biliary vesicle. It is a small organ where the bile is stored before it is released into the duodenum of small intestine. Human can live without a gallbladder, that you know. So as said earlier that it's a pear shaped organ and is a reservoir of bile. It is a hollow organ plus it is muscular also. Let's talk about its anatomical location. It is present beneath the liver, that means it is present in the visceral surface of the liver. So the liver occupies the right hypochondrial region and epigastric region of the abdominal cavity. So our gallbladder also occupies the same space, and it is present on the visceral layer between the caudate and quadrate lobe of the liver. Gallbladder is around 7 to 10 centimeter in its length, 3 centimeter in its width, and about 30 to 50 ml in its capacity. The gallbladder has three sections. The fundus portion, this one, fundus. The body, the main part, that is a body part, and the constricted part, that is a neck. So neck is a narrower part that tapers into a duct that is called as a cystic duct, and this cystic duct that joins the common hepatic duct to form a common bile duct. Body is a main part which is a dilated portion present between the fundus and the neck of the gallbladder. Fundus is a protruded and bottom part which is present under the liver. Let's talk about its biliary apparatus. The biliary apparatus that collects the bile from the liver store it in the gallbladder and transmit it to the second part of the duodenum. The biliary apparatus consists of the right and left hepatic duct. These ducts emerges at the porta hepatis from the right and left lobe of the liver. Next duct is a common hepatic duct which is formed by the union of right and left hepatic duct near the right end of the porta hepatis. It runs downward for about 3 cm and joins at the right side at an acute angle by cystic duct to form bile. Third duct is a cystic duct so cystic duct is about 3 to 4 cm long and it begins at the neck of the gallbladder. It runs downward and backward and to the left, and it ends by joining the common hepatic duct. This common hepatic duct is formed by the union of this right and left hepatic duct. So the duct that is formed by the combination of cystic and common hepatic duct is a common bile duct. The mucous membrane of the cystic duct forms a 5 to 12 concentric folds which are arranged spirally. You know the spirum. So they are arranged spirally to form so-called spiral valves of Hester. They are not a true valves. One more point I want to add. Here is a Hartmann's pouch, which is a outpouching of the wall of gallbladder at the junction of neck of gallbladder and the cystic duct, and it may be the site where the gallbladder impacts and which leads to mucocele of gallbladder. So this Hartmann's pouch is very important, which is a outpouching of gallbladder. Next is a bile duct, which is formed by the union of the cystic duct and common hepatic duct. It is around 8 cm long, and the bile duct that runs downward and backward, first in a free margin of the lesser omentum, and it's come in contact with the pancreatic duct and accompanies it through the wall of duodenum. So that is a bile duct, a common bile duct. So this is a common bile duct and this one is a pancreatic duct that joins to form a common passage by the way of a sphincter that is called as a sphincter of ampulla. So the course of duct through the duodenal wall that is very oblique, and within the wall the two ducts usually unite to form a hepatopancreatic ampulla or ampulla of Vater. So in this picture we can see this is a muscular layer of duodenum and it's a mucosa of duodenum which is pierced by the common duct between the that is called as a hepatopancreatic duct, which is formed by the common bile duct and pancreatic duct. So it opens into this area, that is a duodenal papilla, and there is a sphincter called sphincter of Oddi. Next is a arterial supply of gallbladder, that is mainly through the cystic artery. Other arteries are also there, but main artery, that is a cystic artery. Venous drainage, the superior portion of gallbladder that drains into hepatic vein, and rest of the gallbladder that drains into the portal vein. About the nerve innervation, the right and left vagus nerve that innervates the gallbladder, as well as right phrenic nerve. That's why the pain from the gallbladder may be referred to stomach and inferior angle of the right scapula and right shoulder. This is a referred pain. Next, come to the function of gallbladder. This is my second last slide. So, physiology of gallbladder. So, first function is a storage of bile, and it releases into the duodenum when it is required. Second, there is the absorption of water and concentration of bile. It is very important that bile that is concentrated as much as 10 times. So the gallbladder also absorbs the small amount of loose bile salt and cholesterol compounds. Fourth, that it regulates the pressure in the biliary system by its appropriate dilation and contraction. So these are the two diseases which are very important in our graduation. So polylithiasis, which is a formation of microscopic crystals or large stone in the gallbladder, and cholecystitis, which is an inflammation of gallbladder that leads to a pain. So thank you.